sports, anime,
media entertainment.
And the whole world, look around you. Look at this. We created this.
Welcome back to the same convo. It's the same host, Kenny, Carlil, and Bomba. We're back with another episode. And before we get started, we have some great announcements.
What's the announcements, Kenny?
We are now on many different streaming platforms.
What are they?
Oh!
Oh my God.
Yes!
We have made it to age of radio. We have made it to, what's that shit called? Oh my God. Spotify. I need to get the app.
Spotify, we on Apple Music, we on SoundCloud, we on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram.
See, I didn't even know that one.
SoundCloud, follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, follow us on Twitter, follow our individual pages. We coming up, man. We coming up.
It's happening. It's happening. So go download, go subscribe, go like, comment, share. Tell your mama, your granny, your auntie, uncle, cousin. Run us up.
Tell your Alabama cousin.
Okay. Alrighty. So this is the sports segment. It's gonna be a real quick one because we got a special segment. We're gonna have many guests, but we're gonna have three ladies join us for our media entertainment segment. So we want to make sure we keep our other segments pretty short and brief to allow the other time. All right. So today I'm gonna do a little rundown on the playoffs, and let's just check what's going on right now.
Quick update. I am watching the game.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, Celtics are up. Are they still up?
98-91 with 10 minutes left in the fourth.
Celtics?
Yep.
Who y'all predicting pulling out the game?
Boston.
What you think, Bomba? Boston winning this game?
Yeah, Boston's winning this one.
Man, fuck Steve Kerr.
Okay, well, since this game is going on and we haven't had the chance to actually properly watch it, let's talk about last game, game 2. How about them Warriors?
Honestly, at the end of the day, I don't think anybody who's rooting for Boston predicted a sweep. Warriors had their game where they come out, they got their asses handed to them game 1. They had to come out and show themselves game 2, and they definitely did that. But I honestly think they got one more game like that in them, and then Celtics in 6. Celtics is the overall better team. Warriors beat their ass. They beat that ass game 2. But Celtics is the overall better team. Celtics in 6. Like I said, I think the Warriors probably have one more game like that, but we see them at their highest and we see them crash at their highest too. I feel like they're gonna crash sooner or later.
Yeah, so I feel like it's hard to disagree with that. Boston is a better team. However,
are they?
What's that?
I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna address it when I.
Boston is a better team, but we've seen at times and time again experience come through for people. And when I'm saying experience, I heard a lot of people come out after game 1 because of the blowout and, say stuff, talk about experience. Experience is being able to flip the game within that last, when it matters really. Because, for example, you're watching game 1, your superstar is supposed to be Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, or the other way around, right? Who pulled you out that game? Al Horford. Experience come through. He's been known. He's had games like that with the Spurs and shit. Now you're looking at the Warriors. The Warriors in game 2, they didn't really have a great game like that, but it's the way their pieces be coming on fire. Like game 1, probably a lot of people on the Warriors had a better game. than they did on game 2. But it's the system. The way that we're shutting down people, it's also, I also have to admit this. It was a lot of calls they were giving us. It was a lot of fouls they were letting us go through with it, especially Draymond.
Facts.
But even with those fouls, Boston wouldn't have won. We out-rebounded them with Looney. That's having a system. Like, we are the way the league is right now, we're in a way where you have to build your team, and when you build your team, every single piece can be used right. That's what's been going on with Boston, and that's what's been going on with the Warriors. That's why it's so interesting. But overall, I got the Warriors. Now today, Boston is going to win.
All right, I'm going to say this. I'm going to start by saying this. The Warriors are the better team.
Hell no.
The reason I say this, look, listen. The reason I say this, the Warriors have better superstars.
Who?
Who?
Who are they?
Who are the superstars?
Steph, Clay, Jordan. Well, Jordan Poole is not a superstar, but he's getting.
So Klay Thompson, as he is right now, is better than Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. He's better than Jaylen Brown right now.
I would say the conglomerate of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole. I will take those 3 over those 2. Yes.
So
I think it's Steph Curry. Period. Yes.
No. But that's the thing. That's if you've been.
Wait. Let me finish that, Bob. Let me
go ahead.
analysis. So the superstars are better. I would say the Warriors have better role players as well. So let's break down the role players of the Celtics. They got Marcus Smart. So I'm gonna do it like this. Warriors, Klay Thompson is more of a role player who's also can take over a game.
Mm-hmm.
He's a hybrid.
Game sixes.
Klay Thompson is a hybrid player. He's a role player who can take over, right?
Right.
Draymond Green, strict role player. Andrew Wiggins, he's kind of a hybrid, but not really. So I'm gonna put him in strict role player. He'd give you 20 and like 5 rebounds.
Shit, in the bucket in the playoffs though. Tough.
Okay, let me rephrase. He'll give you 17 and 5 rebounds. Solid.
Accurate.
Gary Payton Jr., great defender. He can knock down an open one, and that's his role. He's great at that role. Draymond Green, the ultimate role player. When you think role player in this league, it is Draymond Green.
Mm-hmm.
So then you go to the Celtics, superstars: Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. That's it.
Okay.
That's all they have.
That's all superstar for superstar.
So you have what's the name? One, they're not even being put in the superstar category.
That's
yet.
what I'm saying. But the closest thing you got to a superstar on that team is Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
So you're saying that because the only superstar that's in a superstar category, because when you're talking about superstars, you're talking about LeBron-esque, Giannis-esque, KD-esque, Joel Embiid-esque.
I think the closest thing they got to that, the closest they got to that on the Celtics is them 2.
And then you got 2 versus the Warriors 1. Superstars, not stars, superstars.
But wait, let's go here. Let's go here. Role players that could potentially maybe take over. Al Horford. Al Horford compared to Klay Thompson. I'm taking Klay Thompson.
I'm taking Al Horford because he's been more consistent in the playoffs than Klay Thompson has.
Okay, I'm still. That's personal. I'm taking Klay Thompson.
Okay, you lost.
And then you got Draymond Green. Who on the Celtics is a better role player than Draymond Green?
Marcus Smart.
You
got Marcus Smart over Draymond?
Marcus Smart, yes.
Yeah, because
Marcus Smart has been better than Draymond this whole playoff, yes.
Because he won, and great. Bamba made a good point. Better than Draymond this whole playoffs. He'll probably match it. He'll probably what's the name? Score more points than him consistently. Probably match him in the defensive effort, in the irritant effort, and match him closely to rebounds and steals. Only thing Draymond might do better is he might get one more block than Marcus Smart does. But as far as role players, as far as their jobs on the team, they're pretty much even. But I'm taking Marcus Smart over Draymond because, again, he's going to give you more points than Draymond's 9, Draymond's 11, Draymond's 8.
I don't know.
Right now, Marcus Smart is balling like the numbers his pick that he was.
That's what I'm saying. 18, 22, 28. Like, as long with giving you assists and rebounds and being an irritant and guarding 1 through 4, essentially, because I've seen him do 1 through 4.
You know that basically the games that when he's had the good games, you most likely won.
And then the guys that they've had coming off the bench, Grant Williams, Peyton Pritchard, what's the name, Derek White,
Right.
or Daniel Tice,
Even Tice, the big man, the white.
and then don't forget what's the name, and Robert Williams is basically a skinnier Kevon Looney, literally.
All right, I paused it for a reason. Can we like pause the before I use the bathroom, bro?
All right, we done pooping and we back.
But yeah, man, I hear what y'all are saying.
Now he's gonna pick up from that. No, start over.
I'm not starting over, bro. We talked about too much, and I'm ready to go. I heard what y'all saying about the Celtics being the better team. I don't know. In my eyes, the Warriors are the better team.
Currently, sports update, currently 110-96 with 5 minutes left. In your eyes, you are wrong.
110?
Yeah, 110.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm an hour away from Boston. I wish I could afford finals tickets, bro.
Yeah, nah. But okay, but Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins.
It's like I see your point. I see what your point is. They have the better names. They have the better, like, their superstar. Their stars have been known for their past. But as of like this playoff season, they really they've been able to keep their head above water against other teams. But as far as going against the Celtics is the best team that the Warriors have played in the playoffs. Versus, I don't believe that the Warriors are the best team that the Celtics have played in the playoffs. I think the best team that the Celtics have played in the playoffs, it would have to be either Milwaukee or the Heat. But the only reason I put the Heat up there is because the Heat took them to 7. Or no, the Milwaukee series went to 7 too, right?
Then the Heat stop at 6? You went all the way 7?
No, I think they both went to 7. Yeah, the Heat, because they were supposed to close the Heat out. The Heat pushed it to 7. So either way, I feel like
I think you persuaded me. The Celtics swept the Nets. They beat the Bucks and the Heat.
They had a crazy run, and that's what you got to count too. Like all those teams, the only team that really had an injury was the Bucks, and it was like Middleton.
Facts.
Don't say it like that. Like Middleton ain't a bucket.
No, but I'm saying that's what I said. I said it was Middleton.
Yeah. I mean, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Huh. But anyway, moving on from the playoffs. Let's talk about good old Bron.
Big Brody.
And who got the most followers during the NBA playoffs. It's crazy.
So have y'all been up to date on LeBron's finances?
That man's a Billy.
The first billionaire playing in the league. But y'all, what do y'all think about that? Honestly, like,
I think he's
not only be an athlete, but to also be a mogul.
I mean, he set the standard. I mean, if you look at it like the NBA players or even like NFL, the athletes that we know so far that have reached $1 billion did it all after their playing career. That man made it possible during his playing career with his several endorsements, several deals that he signed, several businesses that he's a partner of, while still being at this point, one of the top players, but for the majority of the career, the best player that the NBA has seen. So it's amazing. It inspires a lot of people. He's definitely a role model for today's league and for today's younger players. And like, he probably said this, he was the first person to do it while playing. And possibly if I don't see anybody being more popular than LeBron. So like, I feel like there's a potential for it to be done again. But like, as far as like who LeBron is, what he's put into the world and how much money he gets, like, yes, endorsements, businesses, basketball, but also get money just for being LeBron. I don't know. I don't think anybody else will be able to reach that, but it's a feat for sure. It's a feat for sure.
I mean, we about to get into year 20, and in year 20, this man is in rotation to be like probably one of the main star on his team. Not probably, definitely the main star on his team, unless Anthony Davis can step up. I'm saying that to say that there is like genuinely has never been an athlete that has been great for so long.
Yeah.
Like for so long in their career. Like this doesn't really come to me as a surprise. Because I know that eventually I feel like the surprise is the fact that he's still active and got $1 billion.
The only other billionaire that athlete that I know of is Jordan, and that came long after he retired.
I think somebody said Kobe reached
Somebody
$1 billion.
else. Who?
Kobe reached $1 billion after he retired.
Yeah, I think.
He reached $1 billion.
That's what I heard. I haven't looked on myself.
No, he's a billionaire. Like that's why
I think Stephen A. said it the other day.
Okay. But speaking of LeBron's finances, have y'all seen what he did recently?
yes.
You talking about the Warriors thing?
Huh?
Open
Wait.
a hospital.
Oh, my
He
fault.
probably open. Yeah.
My fault. He opened a hospital?
He's going to a multi-million dollar hospital. It's all over Twitter.
Yeah. A multi-million-dollar medical facility in Akron.
He's going to be the savior of that city, bro. They need it. They need it. Being from Ohio and having gone to Akron several times throughout my lifetime, he's going to be the savior of that city. I mean, that's just at the end of the day, that's what it's not what he's supposed to do, but like, I don't know. I just feel like it's for a community that gave you so much, gave you what they had. I mean, he still grew up poor, still grew up impoverished, and then got it out the mud for real. But the fact that he's able to just take his money and not only is he using it for himself, his family, but he's also trying to better the community because there's so much potential in impoverished communities, and like people are limited because they don't have the money, they don't have the funds, they don't have the resources to do stuff. And it's just he's providing them funds, he's providing them resources to do things, to better themselves, to stay healthy with a multi-million-dollar hospital. I think that's astounding. And like, I just seen people give back, but this is just another level of amazing. After coming from a few years of him opening a school, and not only opening a school, but having all those kids that attend that school go to the University of Akron for free, paying for he's done it for several classes at the University of Akron, paying their debt entirely off. But it's top tier philanthropy.
Mama?
I mean, top tier. And like you said, also I feel like we also got to really see a business aspect that like he displayed when he got into the league. Like genuinely seeing the deals that he had even with Nike, Adidas, and Reebok. Like whereas I heard Reebok, I think offered him like $100 million, and he turned it down to go for the $40 million of Nike, while Adidas was like $60 million or so. And it's something that he knew that maybe we didn't. And that speaks to, the business side of things. Like this man got a lot going on. We've seen him in movies. We've seen him, he has his show, he opened a school. So genuinely, like I said, it's surprising to hear it, but really this man has been so great for so long. It's just hard to be surprised by anything he does anymore. It's just almost normalized. You expect it to happen. This is possibly the greatest, this is the greatest basketball player of all time.
Of all time.
All time. So it was bound to happen at some point.
One topic I will never play devil advocates with.
Never, not even just like on the court, off the court too. He's just as great off the court as he is on the court, which is what you could say about almost any other athlete, honestly.
Extreme human being.
In the league at the age of 18 years old, 0 scandals. 0. Like, this man had the world in his hand as a teenager.
That's the crazy, and that's also to speak to that too in terms of greatness. Like I feel like somebody just had this argument the other day. Can't remember who he was, but they said that MJ grew into MJ. Like he was just a random basketball player that grew into Michael Jordan, and people held him for that. Whereas LeBron, we knew about LeBron before LeBron came into the league, and we expect him to deliver. And like I said, he's been delivering for what? 20 years.
It's just like you said, people knew it. Like I have like mentors, coaches, uncles, dads telling me stories about growing up in Ohio, how they would travel to go see this man. My dad traveled to go see LeBron play in high school. My uncles traveled, coaches traveled. Like that man has been. It's like you said, Obama. That's the chosen one. That's LeBron James, bro.
So how do y'all think people still find a way to hate on a guy like no scandals, gives back to his community a millionfold, takes care on the outside looking in, a good father to his kids and upstanding husband, zero cheating scandals. How do you hate on a dude like that?
I just think it's the times that we live in right now. We love to see people fail. We live in very chaotic, toxic times. I mean, and we live in an era where hating is popular. Like, I just think it's popular to hate on good people. You know.
I think people don't like LeBron because he never learns the lyrics to songs and he tries to rap it. That's the one issue. That's one. But nah, genuinely, if you don't have haters, you're not doing great. It's only normal.
That's true.
To be hated, like when you're winning, because you especially if you're winning like by that big of a margin.
Yeah. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
Yeah, to be LeBron James, a billionaire.
And look, bro, like that's where it speaks of his greatness. Bron ain't never responded to no haters online. Like maybe he would sit after like championships and shit and be like, I demand my respect and shit like that. But goddamn it, after you win your championship, you deserve to ask for your respect.
4 rings.
But somebody else, like like them tall, skinny niggas, they reply. Like it's a different attitude. It's a different way of carrying yourself. Who?
Yeah, Katie. So when we talk GOATs, players like Kevin Durant, a lot of people claim are better than LeBron have never even been in a serious GOAT conversation. Like nobody's ever called KD the GOAT. Nobody's ever called KD. Nobody's ever compared KD to Michael Jordan.
Facts.
Michael Jordan and Kareem have been the undisputed GOATs. Even Kobe to certain people. The only player of modern time to even grace to be seriously considered for that type of spot is LeBron James.
I mean, I just think that just comes from like the media though.
Yeah.
Because you can only have that MJ LeBron debate for so long, and genuinely speaking, bro, it'd be hard as hell for the media to find anything to talk about.
I mean, it's like, but as far as like, because I'm understanding before MJ there was Kareem, but like I feel like MJ eclipsed even like what people thought of Kareem back at that time, and then now a lot of us like I feel like. It's still kind of even, but I think more as time progresses on, more people are pushing towards LeBron's way. But like, do y'all think there will be another like undisputed GOAT? Because like like Kenny said, there was some of the in betweens. Like some people mentioned, like people would call Kobe a GOAT, but I never thought like Kobe was like universally known as an undisputed GOAT. Like, especially because LeBron was coming in the league, booming shit, and Kobe was in his prime. And so, do y'all think there's going to be like is there going to be another MJ? Is there going to be another LeBron? I don't see it happening. I haven't do we have a Giannis Antetokounmpo, and like, if he learns how to shoot consistently, he could be on another level, but like a LeBron, an MJ, I don't think he'll ever be like that.
No. I can answer this now. Giannis is great. It just took him too long to become that great when LeBron was already doing it. There was too many years of skinny Giannis. Skinny Giannis was, I mean, he's a good rebounder, good defender, but he wasn't nowhere near the Giannis he is now.
Right, exactly.
Now, I say this, LeBron, when he came to the league, he was averaging 20 like his first season, 23, 24. Nothing like spectacular, but
he came in the league and he was a franchise player at 18.
Yeah, that he came in the league and was instantly expected to change the Cavaliers.
Thanks.
he was able to do that within the first 5 years of his time in the league, though. He was taking them to playoff runs first 5 years in the league. Jordan ain't do that. First 5 of his time in the league, he was what? Magic, Bird, smack. So I mean, it's hard to compare LeBron, a player to come in the league. The only player that had the potential to do that was Zion, but his injuries and his health issues has prevented him from living up to that hype, in my opinion.
Thanks.
But I don't think Zion has the off the court personality of LeBron, though. I don't see it.
I don't know. I don't think anybody does.
That's one of the parts too. I feel like that matters most. Off the court personality, because I feel like Bron was a mogul since he got here, but Giannis, he had to figure that out too. Giannis was not great at interviews. Even now, you be trying to pop a joke, and he's the only one laughing.
That book of dad jokes, bro.
Yeah, like I'm just like it's just not it. Like to this day, genuinely speaking, it's not a lot of people that have that presence when it comes to interview. It's not a lot of them that can even speak, and you listen to them and like, okay, this person knows what they're talking about. Whereas like LeBron had like social issues and shit like that. Now it's a few of them. Maybe Draymond Green has that, he's able to sit down and really like speak, and you're like, okay, this nigga is giving you something. He's just not talking about, oh, I got fouled here or I got hit here. He's talking about basketball, but he's also talking about real life. But I feel like it's just a way of carrying yourself. It's not just basketball, it's just how he was. Because that man started being that way in high school. And that was not just by like mistake. He didn't start behaving this way when he got into the league. It's just different. It's just people will be different breeds. I don't see. I could see an MJ happening again. I could not see a LeBron.
I feel like after LeBron retires, there will be still a few years after he retires that he will still be widely recognized as the face of the NBA. But that's
so weird when LeBron retires.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he will still widely be like this man is not even in the playoffs. I sent the graphic. I don't know if Kenny's seen it yet. This man has gotten the most Instagram followers during these playoffs. We're in the finals now. He got a total of 5.2 million. The second person after that was Steph Curry, and it was only 1.4. This man eclipsed him by 4 million followers. Like, and if you've been paying attention to sports talk shows and news shows, LeBron has been in the headlines just as much as the Celtics and the Warriors. Like this man.
That last headline I heard was crazy though. Not gonna lie. If we bring that up, we'll be on here for another hour. We'll be on here for another hour. But
we gotta bring it up after the show. But that's pretty much all I want to talk about. Is just the greatness of LeBron. Like when he gets inducted to the Hall of Fame, that's gonna be a crazy moment, bro. Like he's first ballot easily. Like as soon as he retires, Miami got to retire his number. Cleveland got to retire his number. I don't know about LA.
If he won another championship,
you don't know about who?
I don't know about LA retiring LeBron's number, but
I feel like based off of who it is, though, they will. Even I just said if he wins another championship, even if he doesn't, just because it's LeBron James, I feel like they have to.
So LeBron's gonna be the first player to have his jersey retired off of 3 teams in 2 different numbers.
Facts.
And so that means that LA will retire his 23 because that's the jersey he won when he won the ship.
Mm-hmm. 2 23s and a 6.
So 23, and a 6.
Especially if he beats that scoring record too. They definitely got to retire.
Oh, yeah, they definitely got to do it. You do that in a Lakers jersey, and it was against the Lake. It was you beat a Laker.
Well, Kareem gonna be salty. Big salty.
Because
imagine him getting another ship and breaking the record in the same season.
Because Kareem's going to be sick because that's his only claim to relevancy at this point in NBA society.
I don't understand how a man has a scoring ship from this. This scoring title. It's mind-boggling.
Hey,
well, that's all I got. What's up, Carlo?
Nah, it's not. Go ahead.
That's all I got. Stay tuned for the next episode of the anime segment. Bomba's got something real nice and entertaining for y'all. Stay around.
Bro, what?